All right, welcome everyone. Today we've got an absolutely epic story for you. It's about a super brave princess, a mighty hero, and a top secret message that could literally change everything.
I mean, really think about it. What would you do? That is the exact problem our princess is facing. She has to figure out how to send a secret message to save herself, and she needs a true hero to solve a problem that's just way too big for her to handle alone.
So let's dive into Section 1, A Princess's Secret Wish. Our story kicks off in the beautiful kingdom of Vidarbha, and it's all about this wonderful princess named Rukmini. She has a huge secret wish, but, there's an even bigger problem standing right in her way.
To picture this, Rukmini would listen to all the visitors who came to her palace, and they'd all tell these incredible stories about a hero named Krishna. She heard about how kind he was, how strong he was, and just how good he was. And in her heart, she decided right then and there that he was the only one she would ever want to marry.
But of course, there was a huge problem. Her older brother, whose name was Rukmi, did not like Krishna at all. In fact, he wanted Rukmini to marry this other prince, a real bully named Shishupala. And Rukmini just knew this would be a complete and total disaster.
As you can imagine, she was heartbroken. But was she just going to give up? No way! Rukmini was not only brave, she was super clever. She thought and thought and thought, and she came up with a really bold plan.
She couldn't just send a text message or an email, right? She needed a special, top-secret messenger, someone she could trust with her life. In her kingdom, these kinds of trusted messengers were called a dvijam, so she found one and sent him on a long journey with her secret letter.
Okay, Section 2, a message for a hero. So this messenger, the dvijam, traveled for a very long time until he finally reached the city of Dwaraka. Now you have to imagine this city. It was so amazing, it had the entire ocean acting like a giant moat. His mission was simple, but it was tough. Find Krishna.
And this next part, it tells you everything you need to know about what kind of hero Krishna really was. When the messenger was brought to him, Krishna didn't just stay sitting on his fancy golden throne. Nope. He jumped right down, welcomed the dvijam, and treated him with so much respect as if he were a king himself.
So we know Krishna was a good guy, really kind and humble. But Rukmini needed a warrior, someone who could handle a big fight against a whole army. Was he actually that powerful? Well, funny you should ask, because we know exactly what he was doing right before that messenger showed up.
Get this. This angry king named Jarasandha came with this enormous army. So what did Krishna do? He and his brother acted all scared and just ran. They climbed the super tall mountain. But then Jarasandha set the entire mountain on fire. He thought he had them trapped, but that's when they took this unbelievable leap all the way to the bottom. We're talking a giant leap, and got away without anyone even seeing them go. How smart is that?
So, you see, Krishna wasn't just strong, he was incredibly clever too. He was the perfect hero for a secret rescue mission like this. He sat down, looked at the dvijam, and the messenger finally began to read Rukmini's secret letter out loud.
And wow, Rukmini did not hold back. In her message, she called Krishna a lion among men. She bravely told him, "I've chosen you." And then she begged him not to let the bully Shishupala, who she called a jackal, steal what belongs to the lion. She was basically saying, "You're the lion, I'm yours, don't let this little scavenger take me."
Which brings us to Section 3, Rukmini's daring plan. And this is where we see just how brilliant and brave she really was. She didn't just ask for help, she gave him a full step-by-step top-secret rescue plan.
First, she asked him to marry her using this really daring method called the Rakshasa Vidina. Now, this isn't your normal wedding. Think of it more like a hero's quest, where the groom has to prove how brave and strong he is by carrying away his bride in a great big adventure. And here was her amazing plan. It was like a secret agent mission. Step 1, get here by tomorrow, but come in secret. Step 2, the timing. Wait for the big festival parade when she'll be outside the palace. That's his window. Step 3, the action. defeat the armies. And finally, step 4, the prize, carry me away as your bride.
And just to show how incredibly serious she was, Rukmini ended her letter with this powerful vow. She made it absolutely clear that Krishna was her one and only hope. If he didn't get the message, or if he chose not to come, she would rather give up her life than marry that bully, Shishupala.
And that brings us to section 4. The hero hears the call. The Dvijam finished reading the letter. Everything went quiet. He just looked at Krishna, waiting. The message had been delivered.
So, what do you think? The ball is in Krishna's court now. He's heard the princess's desperate plea. He's heard her incredibly brilliant and daring plan. But the clock is ticking. Her wedding to the wrong guy is scheduled for tomorrow.
Krishna has to make a choice, and he has to make it now. Is he going to race to Vidarbha, face down those armies, and become the hero that Princess Rukmini knows he is? Well, we're going to have to wait and see, because this story is just getting started.